this video, we thought it'd be a good idea to continue our Pokemon Fire Red Soul Link. We went up to Brock, looked him in the eye, and ran out into the grass. Once we get it, we throw in the professor's face and have come back to take revenge for all of its family members we neglected and murdered previously, and theft of his valuable chicken tender. Anyway, this is a part 2 in the series, so if you haven't watched part 1, you can do that with the icon in the corner. And if you want to see more content like this, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Now on to the real video. So after getting the Kiwis to level 16 by killing a surprising amount of Porygon 2s, we storm into the gym and challenge Brock. Kiwi and I defeated him fairly easily and got the Rock-type gym badge. But things weren't going so well with MJ. He was able to defeat Brock's first Pokemon, but was having problems with the second one, which was none other than Porygon 2. They had come back to take revenge for all of its family members we neglected and murdered previously. So by spamming Psybeam, I was able to take down MJ's Kiwi. We were so close yet so far to finally getting past the first gym. But once again, we weren't ready to give up. Or at least I wasn't. So we restarted the game, and after breaking into the professor's lab, we steal the mango pear, which consisted of me getting an Aggron and MJ getting a Gardevoir. But as we try escaping the lab, our new rival encounters us and tries to stop us from stealing the Pokemon by stealing some himself and then using them against us. And this person was none other than MJ himself. Or at least his luck, since every time we've had to restart the game, it was mostly because of him. So we take down the alternative MJ and go over to the Viridian City to get an anvil. Once we get it, we throw in the professor's face and steal the Pokedex and 5 Pokeballs. We then run into Route 1 and MJ encounters a Gligar while I encounter a Raikou. And now I gotta talk about another rule MJ decided to add. If we encounter a legendary or mythical, it doesn't count as our first encounter since chances are we're not gonna catch it. The only way we can use legendaries is if it's a gift Pokemon. And if we both encounter the same typing at the same time, one of us gets to redo our encounter. I know this makes the game easier and way less interesting, but can you blame us? We've lost so many times that I'd be better off wasting my time trying to convince an astronaut that the Earth is flat. So I redo my first encounter and run into a Dunsparce that I catch surprisingly easily. We name the pair Pikachu and then go into Route 22 where MJ caught Noddish while I wasted all my Pokeballs on successfully catching a Mudkip. We once again name the pair Audie and basically go straight into the Viridian Forest because the Ninetales refused to get into the ball in Route 2, which is probably a good thing because stone evolutions don't really learn anything from leveling up. We slowly but surely make our way through the forest with a couple of close calls, and once again we make it to Pooter Town. We train up everyone to make sure we don't die at the gym, and when we fought the first trainer, I was already kinda screwed. The only Pokemon I had with good moves on it was Mango, and one of its only type weaknesses is water, and the first Pokemon they decided to send out was a water type. Now if you look at my team composition, we have nothing that's super effective against water. So I just barely beat it with Audie, and after beating its second Pokemon, we went up to Brock, looked him in the eye, and ran out into the grass. If I just struggled against the crappy gym trainer, I wasn't about to go mindlessly face Brock. Unlike Mr. Jolapi, who's done no Nuzlocke in the past, I had a reputation to uphold. So we got the Mangoes to level 16 and went back into the gym. We challenged Brock, and the first thing it sends out for me is a Milotic. And after realizing Mango would most likely die to like 2 water guns, I take out Audie and spam Mudslap and Tackle to lower its accuracy and slowly kill it. And after what felt like ages, it finally died and Mango easily took out Brock's Larvitar. I nervously look over at Mr. Jolapi, and surprisingly, he's also won his battle against Brock. So for the first time, we actually managed to get past the first gym with no casualties. We then go into Route 5 where some random guy gives us running shoes on behalf of the professor, with a random note attached which stated that we owed him $69,000 in medical bills, property damage, and theft of his valuable chicken tender. So we end up enthusiastically ripping the note and catching a pair which consisted of my Sudowoodo and MJ Scyther. We also ended up boxing the Pikachu pair, so he ended up evolving to a ground type, meaning that MJ's Gligar had to go. We then go into Route 4 where a sketchy dude tries to sell us random Pokemon. We immediately recognized that this was Pokemon trafficking, aka illegal in the Pokeland, but we bought them off of it anyway. We boxed the forgettable pair he gives us that we call Fish. We then head into Mount Moon where we catch the Sprong pair, which consisted of my Politoed and MJ's Dusclops. We then decide to bring back the Pikachu pair with a new rule that allows duplicating types only if it's a special case like the Audie pair and the Pikachu pair, where the only problem is because of Audie's secondary type. So if their primary types match, they can't be together. If their secondary type matches, they can't be together. And if they have the same 2 types but swapped in order, they still can't be together. So basically, if their typings are parallel or the exact same, they can't be together. Anyway, weird complex rule that I didn't make aside, I was starting to get worried about my team composition. Over half my team was weak to grass, and the rest is very weak to fighting. None of my Pokemon really covered their type weaknesses very well, which was very concerning to me. But there really wasn't anything I could do about it right now, so I set my concerns aside and we continued making our way through Mount Moon. We encountered some Team Rocket grunts just standing there menacingly, so we beat them up and encountered a weird scientist guy who, for the love of everything, just didn't want us to steal his fossils since it was his deceased mother's last gift to him. So we beat the crap out of him and steal one anyway, then arrive at Route 4. We catch the Noob Dog pair, which consisted of my Snorlax and MJ's Gengar. We then arrive to Cerulean City, where our next objective is to challenge the gym. So after some training, we go to Nugget Bridge since MJ wanted to go there instead. We encountered a rival who tries bullying us by saying we're falling behind and that he's going to call the cops if we don't pay the $69,000. So we destroy his Pokemon and continued on to the bridge. So one by one, we destroy each trainer and make it to the other side fairly easily, where we encounter some semi-shady looking guy. Hey kid, want some drugs? Hey kid, you want to join Team Rocket? You have to do lots of things like harassing people, destroying things, breaking the public peace. So what do you say? Yeah, sure, why?
We will not be joining your stupid club, you brainless slugs!
Hey, yo, what's with the insults?
We do not stand by your twisted morals and will therefore not be fighting alongside you!
Come on, man, being part of Team Rocket's the new trend for the cool kids, you know? Hashtag Team Rocket for life!
This is why we're not joining your club, because anyone that casually throws in hashtags in the middle of a conversation doesn't make good life decisions. I'd rather join a club of monkeys before joining your club.
Alright, I've had it with your insults. Now you're either joining us the easy way or the hard way. You decide! Preferably the easy way.
The hard way.
So after MJ pissed off the Team Rocket grunt, he takes out his 2 Pokemon and we easily shoot him and then the problem is over. We steal some of his chicken nuggets, and as we're about to leave, they start to rant about how he'll come back and Team Rocket will hunt us down because of our actions. But before he could continue, MJ threw him into the river and we're finally able to go over to the second gym.